Welcome, students. We are going into Chapter 9, but first I want to introduce our guest. This is Gunny. He's visiting from West Tennessee. He's a cutie pie. So tell him bye, Gunny, because we got to go into system of equations. We are starting Chapter 9, and the first unit is graphing systems of equations. So what is system of equations? For Algebra 1, we're looking at 2 equations. When you get to Algebra 2, you're going to look at 3 equations. We're going to graph the 2 equations on the same coordinate plane in this section, and our goal is to find the ordered pair or pairs that make both equations true. An example, the cost to begin production on a band CD is $1,500. Each CD costs $4 to produce and will sell for $10. The band wants to know how many CDs they have to sell before they can make a profit. And that's when the sales will cover their cost. So the cost equation is y equals 4x plus 1,500. The sales equation is y equals 10x. So if we look here, this is the equation for the cost. We start at 1,500, the y-intercept, and it goes up. And then this is the sales, 10x. Everything here is, they've not covered or making a profit. Once they cross this point, or this ordered pair that makes both equations true, they now enter to the profit. So their point would be right there before they started to enter into the profit. That's how it's used in the real world. So we have 3 options when we're determining solutions. There can be exactly one solution. That's what the previous example was. You have 2 equations that intersect at one point. You can have infinite number of solutions. So what is the definition of infinite? If you don't know that, you can't understand this one. Infinite means it's unlimited. So you have 2 equations with unlimited number of solutions. So these are the same equations that lie on top of each other. So they share every single ordered pair that makes them true. You can also have no solutions. And that's 2 equations that don't share any ordered pairs that make them true. These are parallel lines. They have the same slope, different y-intercepts, and they will never cross each other. We'll look at these more closely in the next video. There is some vocab you need to understand. If it's consistent in system of equations, they intersect at exactly one point or have an infinite number of solutions. If they're inconsistent, they have no shared solution and are parallel lines. If they're independent, you have 2 independent equations that cross at exactly one point and have one solution. If they're dependent, they lie on top of each other and have an infinite number of solutions. Next video, we're going to look at those 3 ways to solve, or 3 solutions to system of equations, and look at each one in a lot deeper detail. See you then.